Okay, we are live now, and for some reason Banished is not popping up on that window. Give me a second. Okay, this may take a little time. No, not filters. I know I did something. Yes, here it is. Okay. That. Automate. Yes, there we go. Banished. Okay, so this time we are not playing Stonehearth. This time we are actually playing Banished. Specifically, we are playing Banished Colonial Charter number 1.76 Journey. It is also modified with 1 year is 1 year. And there is MegaMod 0.06. Let me just finish setting this up. There we go. Okay, so basically with the Colonial Charter, we are given a few new starts. The 1 year is 1 year allows for citizens to age 5 times slower. Children remain children for a little bit longer, become I'm not entirely, it's all right here. They age 5 times slower. Children become laborers or students at the age of 6. Students stay in school for 9 years. Villagers can marry and move together between the ages of 7 and 70. They can have babies between the age of 15 and 35. Their maximum age varies between 50 and 80 years old. Some slight adjustments to food consumption, hunger tolerance, tools penalty, work distance, and water search radius implemented. Tombstones stay for about 100 years. The MegaMod, on the other hand, has a whole bunch of the mods for Banished that are all taken and added into this one mod. It says it's not able to cooperate with CC 1.76 Journey, but it actually does. This Journey one isn't implemented in the MegaMod, or at least it wasn't last time I went through it. MegaMod is, as it says at the bottom here, 95 mods and counting. So it's got a lot of various things inside it. Mostly I use it for bugs and for new houses and everything. Various things like that. We are going to start a new town. I'm gonna set this up to generate a new seed a random amount of times. We are going for a large desert that is in a large map, and we are switching to both. It says here also that we're using the Colonial Charter's desert rather, and Colonial Charter's harsh and very arid climates. I figured that would be a good climate to be on in a desert. And And as for the start, I am not very good with most of these. It would be interesting if, yeah, I'm gonna say we're going on a shipwreck in the desert. Totally makes sense, this. And we are going to do a hard start. Shipwrecked in an unknown land, your people have only their wits and what they can salvage from the wreck. That means we are in for a treat, supposedly. And apparently we're, let's switch that up a little bit. Rossville, is that? Yes, that is Rossville. My setup is not the best for reading small words on a large monitor, but it is a very good setup nonetheless, so I like it. This is a modified colonial charter screen. It basically says, one second, I'm gonna fix that sound because no doubt it is way louder than I am. Because I know I have a tiny, tiny voice. Nope. So that's that. Yeah, we can keep it somewhat large. Okay. And it's still pretty loud. So we're gonna go into options, switch down ambient volume a little bit more. And hopefully that's good enough. And ironically enough, we got shipwrecked on the large river. Usually, every time I've played it, kept trying to shipwreck me on a tiny little river. But then again, like this river right here. Usually it would stick me with that river. But this river is better. Okay, so we have a lot of people. Or a lot more people than I'm used to. I tend to do the Adam and Eve start just because I can. Let's see. Tiny shack, log cabin. 10 and 2. 20 and 8. Tiny size. Okay, that size. Okay. Let's plop down a few of these. We're gonna probably need at least 4 houses. We're gonna need our setup so that... Oh, I should probably also add... Oh, no. It does not allow me to add the comments over the screen. Oh well. So we got that set up, and we are going to need... Nope, not the events. I don't really care for those. Resource limits. Here we are. The profession section. And just pop that up here. Okay, and we are going to need a few builders, that is. Let's start them off with 4, because there were 8 people. Hopefully we have enough houses being built for them. I forget if we start with seed or not. So I'm gonna rapidly try and plop down a crop field. However, I am going to make it, if I can, a invisible crop field. Here we are. A transparent one, because we are in the desert, and it does not make sense for me for us to suddenly have a whole bunch of okay, we don't start with crops, so I'm gonna just delete all of this. Stop that. Okay. It starts us off with grass under the plantations and trees and farms, and that just really messes up the look when you're on a desert map. So I don't really like using those in desert biomes. Granted, this is my first actual run on a desert map. Okay, we are also, so we got firewood, potatoes, hide coats, and iron tools in there. So we're gonna need a stockpile, transparent again, for everything. And we're gonna put it right across from the ship. 6 by 6. That might be a little difficult to see, or to know where it is. Therefore, I am going to add a soil road. Okay, there's our little stockpile. We should have 6 people getting started working on those. Oh wait, no. Of course they're gonna work on the roads first because they are not so smart. We have our nice soil roads. Okay, so let's see, water tower, pasture, we don't have any animals. Well, food gathering. Doesn't look like we have many animals nearby. So a hunting bind might not help. This is the regular fishing dock, and then we also have other fisherman styles, like the small fisherman is the tiny one, and then there's the medieval pond that you can just place in the middle of your town. Okay, mini gatherer, no. Let's put a gatherer up. Gonna plop him down in the middle of the woods. Close enough though to this boat so that he can return, so that he can put the items in the boat. Oh, hey, they're almost done with the roads. Now they're done. Hooray! Okay. Where did I put that gatherer? Keep trying to grab and drag like in Stonehearth. Oh hey, we do have deer. it'll be created enough, and then I'll be able to click on it without problem. Okay, let's see. So we're also gonna need a hunter's cabin, probably. Actually, that may be the easiest way of finding where our missing gatherer is at. There we are. He's right there. I did not realize I chose such a small gatherer. Put a hunter cabin next to it. Take the gatherer. And take the hunter's cabin and put them over here so that I can see the circles around them and see where they're reaching. We're also gonna have to put down a woodcutter because it is going to get very cold at night in the desert, or rather very cold in the winter in the desert with no clouds over you. I have never been to the desert in winter, but it is a different place. I just know it's very arid, and the place we chose was very arid and yep, very hot and very cold. Okay, maybe a workshop. Okay, these keys. Workshop there. Okay, nope. I wanted the one that is... Nope, still not that one. Yep. Firewood yard. Yes, that one. I'm gonna just plop them down there. Have houses slowly building up. Okay, and another source of food we might want to have is a fisherman dock. And we're gonna place it where it reaches the most water. So probably around there. Oh, they're cold. I wonder why. It's almost like they need the firewood that I have put here to be built. Let's go build that wood shack. Okay, buddies. Yeah, they can level up to a tiny house later. Whoa, they're having children fast. Or they started with children. I'm not sure which. I'm guessing they started with children, that one. And these guys just decided to have children. But everyone's in a house, so that part is good at least. We have a low amount of stone. Well, that is easily fixed by gathering the stone behind you. Okay. And actually we have this nice button to gather stone and iron, and we're just gonna select the area around the town and collect all of it, even in this little gatherers section. No one's getting out to the hunters yet, but thankfully they are making the firewood area. The firewood yard. Okay. And we're gonna end the stream at 10:30, so I'm gonna actually make an alarm. Okay, for 10. Yeah, 10:30. If we run long, then that's okay, because we unfortunately had the problem of starting early. I mean, starting late. Let's put a fire cutter there. Okay. And now we have a firewood chopper who should be getting to work. We don't have as much stuff to be built, so I'm gonna lower down the builders by until there's 3 builders. Now comes the question of what else to build. Okay, we're gonna need probably a barn. What size barn should we build, though? We try and build one as big as... Yeah, we can build one as big as the storage area. Let's do it. That's gonna require a lot of logs and a lot of stone, though. That's the problem. And it's a medieval normal barn. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna need probably a forester out here for wonderful people who are stuck in the woods. Palm trees, bamboo, pine trees. Don't have enough for those. Either we make a regular forester's lodge, or we can make a mini one, which has a smaller radius, or alternatively a forester, which also has a moderate radius. Okay, so you're there, you're there. Let's turn him around. Stick you right there. And your line is pretty good. Still roughly in the same area where everyone else's lines are. Oh hey, they're working on the hunter's cabin. Yay! Okay. Let's give an order to collect some more resources that are not in the same area as the forester. Low amounts of food? That's why I had the gatherer being made. Oh no, we're all gonna starve. Mark luckily we can clear off or gather foods. And let's not gather where the gatherer is going to be. Gather foods there. Just spread out and gather. Huh, that's a lot of stone. Metal. So, that stuff. And it is currently early summer, so we've still got time. Okay, but you people, can you please work on the stuff in the actual forest? Because even though I like the idea that you're working on this normal barn, there's the problem that you've got a ship to store all this stuff in. You don't need a barn yet. I'm actually gonna pause construction on it because they're wasting all their logs on it. Maybe I should have stopped construction. The workshop, okay, you can work on that because eventually we're gonna run out of tools and clothes and oops, and those are not, do not make us happy campers. Okay. Stop this. Here we have, oh yeah, these guys. Luckily, they only need a little stuff each. Fisherman's doing okay. Yes, work on that forester. All the logs went in immediately. Okay. And we're also gonna go into here. Go into trade buildings. And make a Old Town trading post. Why Old Town? Because I felt like it. I'm not certain. No, trader, livestock, building material. I like all of them. I can't make the lumber yet, so I'm gonna make the Old Town trading. Put that right there. Oh no. Not quite there. There. Okay. But we're gonna put that on pause. Fill our gatherer. Yes. Begin work. We're actually gonna have 2 gatherers there. 1 forester for now. And our hunting cabin is being created. So now we can drop our laborers down again. Or drop our builders, not our laborers. Am I wrong? I should have said that. And I'm gonna look in here, see if we've got a small market that'll... Okay. Do we have low on? Food is low. Yes, it is. Actually, we've got a small settlement. We might make that for the time being. But then it doesn't reach the... over there. Yeah, let's make a tiny market there. Hopefully this Old Town Trading Post is included in it. Actually, let's destroy that. I just destroy it all the time. Plop it down there. Pause. Still outside of there, but it's possibly inside that way. Okay. Are you working on the fisherman instead of the hunter cabin? Go work on the hunter cabin. This also is not as important. Oh, workshop's almost built though. That's good. Okay, so we've got one of them working on the hunter's cabin and one of them working on the workshop. That's good. We need clothes moderately well now, and tools are gonna drop soon. We do need the hunter's cabin if we're gonna get through the winter though, most likely. Okay. I'm still surprised that they're putting the firewood in here. I'm used to seeing it out here, like that, right there. That firewood. Okay. Yay, we're almost done with the hunter's cabin. And there we go. So, send one person to work on that. And now it's up for debate what is the next most important item. Fisherman's hut, or fisherman's places, I have heard are really bad. But then again, I've also heard that the MegaMod pack makes them better. We don't need the barn yet, so there's that at least. We know that bit. And we don't need the trading post yet. I only got that being built over there because I wanted to know where I'd put it. And also because I like to see the traders I get for the seed and animals and everything as soon as possible. Okay, both of them are working here now. Okay, workshop almost done. And it's done. We can make tools rather easily, but clothing is the problem. Because clothing, we have 4 hide coats and no leather. No leather there. Reeds, wood, ginger, yeah. So instead, oh, you've reached a limit of firewood? let's actually change that. Just make unlimited firewood for now. Actually, no. That's a problem waiting to happen. I've seen other streamers do that. So we're gonna put 1,000. That is your limit for now. You people, on the other hand, 2 logs, stone, iron. We're gonna make wooden tools for now. I'm gonna drop down to 1 builder who is hopefully gonna be working on the tiny market now. That way, these guys will share their inventory with their neighbors. And hopefully over here as well, they will share all the items that they get between them. Let's see. You have made leather already, so I don't know where the leather is. Maybe someone's storing it in their house. Let's see. Any of you storing away leather for a rainy day when no one actually is using it? Nope. Leather, here it is. So you are being stored in the ship now. Okay. Things change so quickly. Okay. For right now, we don't want a... Yes, our food is low. Really? I never would have noticed. Thank you, alert. Okay, so thankfully we've got our gatherer hunter's cabin and our hunter's cabin making food for us. We've actually got an increase. If you saw before, it was around 100, now it's 232, I believe that is. Alrighty. And our buddies are starting to get the logs to the tiny market. We're gonna go through so many logs with all of these things using logs, though. Gather stuff. Okay. And hey, we've only got 5 minutes left. So this is Rossville, the city in the desert. And if you like this series, then that's great. Leave a like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. If you leave a like and subscribe, it'll show, or at least a comment, it'll show me which types of videos you prefer. Do you prefer the kind of more realistic graphics of Banished, the voxel creation that is Stonehearth? Do you want me to just skip out on colony simulators in general and go, I don't know, Elder Scrolls, Morrowind, or Oblivion, or just skip out on fantasy altogether, go towards Fallout. We'll see what it's like, I suppose. And we have 4 more minutes if anyone wants to leave anything in the live chat. That would be cool as well. Hooray, more and more firewood being created. 7. Okay, so 3 logs left and 4 stone. You'll have enough stone and you have enough logs. Ducks! Hope the hunter hunts down the ducks as well. Hunter cabin. Nope, doesn't look like he hunts ducks. Or at least he hasn't realized that there are ducks right near his cabin. Oh, some berries. Or flowers. That's cool. Let's quack quack to you as well, Mr. Duck. Maybe you'll go in up higher. Soil road to the other side of here. Oh, oops. What? Oh, no roads, so this one. And I want you guys to remove that bush because I want to expand that road. Got a bit our builder working on that. I would have thought she'd be working on the tiny market instead first, but you do you. What's your name? Oh, okay, citizen. Girl. Hey. Turn. You have logs and stone you could be putting in that market that you're putting down the road for. But I guess on the other hand, at least you're putting in the road for the market. Okay, so now it's 10:29, and I'm thinking I'm gonna log off. We're gonna save this game. As you can see, I started making another version of a desert village, and here is my mountain men play Dundon Miner. Those were not as entertaining, but let's see. Okay, so now it's 10:30 and we're exiting. And now that is good. Okay, everyone have a good day. Good night. Stay safe. And hopefully you liked the video. Like and subscribe or comment something if you wish. Have a good night or day. Night here.